Hello everyone, I'm Max, and in this video we're reviewing this M1 MacBook Air after 2 months of use. So I bought this M1 MacBook Air like 2 months ago, and it was just my first MacBook ever. I've never owned a Mac, and I've never actually had a contact with Mac OS. It was just such a new thing for me. I always used laptops and Windows devices. And I got this thing out of eBay for just 670 bucks, but it was in pretty good condition, basically a brand new condition. The battery percentage was at 100%, and you know, it didn't and doesn't have any scratches or anything like this. It's perfect. So let me just review it. Alright, so is this thing worth buying in 2022 after the M2 release and M2 design of the MacBook? Let's find out. Let's start off with the chassis of this laptop. As you can see, Apple made this thing fully aluminum. You don't have anything plasticky. The main thing that this thing is just made of is just aluminum. Because it's aluminum, this thing is just really premium, and I've actually never had experience of using such a premium device. Like, when you just take a look at the Windows laptops, they're just mostly made of the plastic. But here, the only plastic things that you have are these gums on the bottom, and also the keyboard caps here. But other than that, this thing's just phenomenal. The premium quality is just on point. And because it's aluminum and so small and portable, this thing only weighs 1.3 kilograms, so it's really light to hold, and you can just, you know, flip it around and do this stuff. So yeah, this thing is just so freaking portable. It's actually one of the most portable laptops I ever owned. On the side you have these two little USB-C ports, and this is a downside. Like, the only ports you get are these two USB ports, and on the other side you have this 3.5 millimeter mini jack port. So that's it. I have to say that this design is definitely worth it. The aluminum is perfect, and I love the premium feeling of it. As I told you guys, the portability is just the main con of this laptop. Alright, so let's open it up and let's see what's inside. And yeah, this is how our MacBook looks inside. Let's talk about this trackpad over here. As you can see, this thing is just enormous. MacBook Air is a 13.3 inches notebook. The fact that it has this huge trackpad is just freaking amazing. This trackpad is just fully made of a glass, so it's really premium to use. And it is literally the best trackpad in laptops. Like, you go for Windows, it actually has the same technology for years. You actually have a button and you press on it, and you know, this button is just not consistent, this press is just not consistent. But on a Mac, you basically have this surface of glass, and whatever you press, it actually registers the click. And you have like 2 layers, because you can just press like light, and then you can just press with a force, and it actually does something different. Because this trackpad uses the Force Touch technology, this is literally the best MacBook trackpad, or even laptop trackpad I ever used. It's far better than the Windows laptops trackpads. Now let's talk about the keyboard. This keyboard is backlit with like a white light, and I have to say that it looks pretty nice. As you can see, this is the German layout, because I bought this out of eBay, and the person just bought this in the German layout version, so that's why it's German. And the key profiles are pretty low, and they are pretty good. Like, I have to say that you can literally type on this keyboard for hours, and if you are a student, if you are just, you know, typing a lot, this keyboard over here is the best keyboards. One of the best keyboards you can find in laptops. Over here you have the section of some features, such as turning on up and down the brightness, this multi-section tool, multi-window tool, the spotlight search, the mute switch, the not disturb button, the play and pause button, and also the mute here. And in the right upper corner you have your Touch ID sensor, which is really reliable and fast. Let me just show you. As you can see, the MacBook is just locked, so what I need to do is just press on it and we are in this screen. We can do our work. So it's really simple and self-explanatory and fast way of unlocking your device. Now let's talk about the speakers. So on two sides you have like two grills of the speakers. They play really well. I'm not favoring Apple, but this laptop is literally amazing. Like, I can trust me guys, this laptop is just amazing, and the sound quality coming out of these speakers is pretty good. Let's have a listen. Pretty good, right? Now let's talk about the display. So as you can see, this MacBook Air is equipped with the Retina display with the resolution of 2560 by 1600. This resolution is just enough for this 13.3 inches display, and the colors are really bright. Actually, they are much better and brighter than on my Lenovo Legion 5 laptop. You can just comfortably work outside doing some work on this screen, and you can edit the videos or color grade some photos pretty conveniently. As you can see, the bezels on this MacBook are a little bit thick, so if it had like the thinner bezels and the same aspect ratio, I think it would be possible to fit like 14-inch display into this chassis, and then this size would have been amazing as for this laptop. On the top of the screen you also have the camera, and as most of the webcams on laptops, this one's just not great. This one's just the 720p webcam, and you can just use this for web meetings. Let me show you the quality of the webcam. Hello, so this is the test of the camera on this MacBook Air M1, and let me know how you like this. As you can see, the sound quality isn't bad. So now let's talk about the battery of this M1 MacBook Air. So this exact laptop is equipped with battery with a capacity of 5100 mAh, and combined with this really low voltage CPU M1 chip, this laptop is able to push you to run like 15 hours of screen on time use, which is absolutely amazing. Recently I was on a trip to the Baltic Sea, and I was able to edit the videos on this MacBook, watch some YouTube content and do a lot of work on it, and it lasted me for 2 days without any charge. So that's a phenomenal battery packed into this laptop, and I just love this thing. If you go for the Pro model, your laptop should last you to around 80 to 20 hours even, so this is pretty amazing. Now let's talk about the performance of this M1 CPU. So my unit is equipped with the 8 cores of CPU and 7 cores of GPU. This is just the base one MacBook Air with the 8GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. So what are my feelings? I have to say that this CPU is just a beast. You can just edit the videos on it, you can do a lot of your office stuff, such as writing some mails, essays, or work. So I have to say that this laptop is very versatile, and you can just edit the videos and do a lot of high intensive work as well. In terms of GPU, it is also very decent. You can play some light games, Minecraft, but MacBooks aren't for gaming. Like, if you really want to play games, go for a Windows laptop. There aren't really that many games available on the macOS, so if you just really want to play some games, go for the Windows. You will have bunch of more games available on this platform, and you know, this machine is just capable of running the CSGO, the Fortnite, but you won't get the same experience as on a Windows laptop. It won't be the same. It's not that optimized for this GPU, so it can't run actually that well, but I was able to crank up more than 100 FPS in Fortnite on this laptop over here, so it shows that this GPU is just very capable of running many titles, but just the optimization of macOS is not prepared for running these games. And I think that's it for today's video. I have to say that I really recommend you guys buying this M1 MacBook Air. If you are a student, go for it. If you are a content creator, go for this MacBook Air. Even the base model, as you can see, I'm editing the videos on it, and it's basically flawless. It's even better than my gaming laptop in terms of rendering the files. And we're talking about the base model of this MacBook. So this is just mind-blowing. Like, in terms of a couple of years, Apple just changed by 180 degrees the way that they created their laptops by just implementing the new chip to their machines, and this thing's just amazing. If you want to get this laptop, click on the link description. You have the best deals there available. If you want to watch some other content about some gaming laptops or maybe iPhones, you will find these on my channel, so click on the subscription button and you will have the access to all my videos for free. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!